From the architect gallery, move into what Cabot had constructed as his museum. Today, we call it the Biography Gallery. It is one of the larger rooms in the Pueblo, giving Cabot enough room for display cases for his lifelong collection of artifacts, and a room to hang both his artwork and that of visiting. On the walls, featuring Cabot's parents, Fred Yerksen and Mary Cabot. Married in Boston in 1882, they soon traveled west to start a trading post store in Hamilton, Dakota Territory, near the Canadian border. There's a formal photo of young Cabot, born 1883, and his brother Harry, born 1885. By 1886, the family had moved to Minneapolis and Paul, Cabot's father setting up a business with his brothers. The photos show a large and thriving business. This is where Cabot worked after school from the age of 6. In 1893, the 3-month train trip the family took to Mexico City, returning by California, introduced young Cabot to the Coachella Valley.
When it's 120 degrees here in the desert, the air flowing through is still miserable, and it's just not very comfortable in here. But certain times of year, it might be a little bit warm, but not super warm, and that ventilation that just flows through naturally is refreshing. Because of course this house does not have air conditioning, never did, didn't even have the ceiling fans originally. Those have been added well. This house was abandoned twice for 10 years each time. It's almost 5 years, I think exactly. It's not bad, but it was abandoned for.
While the family had left Cuba by 1904, Cabot had started a mail order business selling Cuban cigars. Our favorite piece is the advertisement saying, "Get the habit, buy your cigars of Yerksa of Key West." There is also a piece from the St. Paul days saying, "Cigars, all Havana, made before your eyes in cigar department, 6 cents, known as Yerksa's Opera, and is becoming famous."
Go. Go inside.
Which is the most important room in any way? The kitchen. And here in the kitchen, we are now in the privacy of Cabot and Portia's home. Yes, he did marry again in 1948. We have left the public museum and walked through the door with an ingenious latch. If you close this door, see if you can spot the small spy hole that allows you to peek back into the Biography Gallery. Desert Hot Springs became electrified in 1947, and Cabot added electrical knowledge to his construction skills. Modern for its time, his kitchen boasted an electric stove, oven, and a refrigerator. But there is only one tap in the sink, with plumbing leading to the pump of a hot water well that Cabot sank especially for the Pueblo. As he said, hot water cools and can then be used. An interesting construction detail is the front face of the stone foundational wall, the very first part of the Pueblo to be built. There are plenty of storage shelves and adequate dust forming on preparation when someone is walking on the floor about. Cabot allowed me to sit at the table and drink his his busy calendar on the wall with built-in seats, beautiful inset shelves, and large storage closets. With the table removed, it makes an ideal room to showcase Cabot's portfolio of work through the Académie Julienne, an art school in Paris. Cabot had always enjoyed sketching and painting, and became a student and promoter of regional arts in the Coachella Valley. In 1925, he set off on nearly a year's adventure, traveling via the Panama Canal in Central America to Ireland, Britain, and continental Europe. His trip included 3 months studying art in Paris, in particular portraiture. Académie Julienne was a fairly prestigious school with such artists as Pierre Bonnard, Henri Matisse, and Diego Rivera attending. There is a fun photo of Cabot with half of his class. The gentleman with the long white hair was actually a model. Look at his portrait on the easel. Cabot's artistic talents can also be seen in his journals, with his small sketches and descriptive words into the adobe room, or up the narrow staircase to Portia's suite. But stop for a moment and look at the party line telephone. This is really a delightful piece of communicative history, especially the advertisement hanging on the wall behind the telephone. I enjoy the slogan of Bell and Western Electric. We made it in 1882, we made it to work, and we made it to last.
What is this?
Portia's suite is a delightful way for us to meet a sweet, dear, and beautiful person, as noted in many letters from acquaintances. But this was also an extremely cognitive world. Can you imagine Cabot's pleasure in finding a kindred soul for conversations on many rarefied matters? Both Portia and Cabot united their strong interest in alternative spiritual movements in societies that were broadly inspired by their true traditions. Cabot was a highly advanced Freemason, and Portia had studied astrology. Portia began her itinerant public lecturing career in 1925, teaching subjects in applied psychology and self-help. There are a number of companions who know more. Both were keen readers. There is an eclectic group of titles of the book as in the bedroom. The furniture, hangings, and pictures in here suggests much interest in the